What's the last 24 hours been like for you? Is this, getting drafted and coming to Atlanta and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, it's been, first of all, I just want to give honor to God for bringing me here. Without him, I wouldn't have been in this position and been on this team, but it's just been, so exciting, so amazing just to be here and just to share the moment with my family and, all the people that's been with me throughout this whole process. But, I mean, it's just so amazing to, get to now finally, show up at the facility and, just meet everybody and everybody's so excited just as much as I am. So it's been amazing.
What do you feel were, looking back over your career at Texas, what do you feel were some of the keys to your success and how you were able to be productive?
Yeah, I mean, obviously just the support of everybody. For me going to Texas, I knew that was what God had planned for me. And immediately when I got on campus, it was extremely loved by everybody. And my coach that was there at the time when he was recruiting me was Stan Drayton, and he brought me in as a son of his and as a man that was just trying to learn the way of college football, the way of Austin school. So my whole process there been really smooth, and I mean I love it there. It's been an amazing time.
And just lastly, high school football is real big here in Georgia, but we don't know a whole lot about Arizona football. Give us little details on Arizona football. Tucson.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, like when I was in high school, Arizona football was a big deal. You had a lot of recruits, a lot of guys. One of Keely Ringo. He's a Georgia kid, but he's from Arizona. But I think that Arizona football is definitely coming up on the map. Obviously, Georgia has so much talent here. But it was fun playing high school football in Arizona and even get to building so many relationships. Coming to 7-on-7 camps here with the Arizona kids and doing so many things. In Atlanta with those kids, but. I mean, it was amazing playing down there, and I think it's really to come up to do something. Yep.
How much did you look at the history of top 10 running backs and kind of what's gone on there?
Yeah.
Some of who those guys are like. But how much were you aware of that going into yesterday? Maybe if you were messing around with it on a plane or something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like Saquon was the last guy to do it, and then it's been some years, since it's happened again. But I mean, the guys, in those positions, I think they've done, great for their teams, for their programs, and for me, I'm just trying to be a piece in that here, and trying to build relationships, trying to do so many things I can, for the team and gain respect from all the teammates, and just learn from them and learn to do what they've done, successful in their careers. But yeah, man, I mean, I know the running back position. In the top 10 is really, really rare, but I mean it's pretty cool to be a guy that can share that and to show the younger kids in college football, the younger running backs in college football that it's possible. You just got to do everything the right way and be as effective as you can for their program.
When you look at just kind of this offense specifically, we never know exactly what Arthur's going to do from year to year, but do you have a sense of how they would use you or how you feel like you could be best used?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Arthur knows that, I can, do a lot of things on the offense, whether it's catch football, put me in routes, or even just, play the running back position, at a high level. And, he's obviously, super creative and he's had so many great talented guys that he knows how to, put them in the best position possible and to do what's best for the offense and the whole team. But I just know that he's, he has the right plan and he knows exactly what he wants to do. And I'm just, really happy to be a part of his scheme, a part of his offense, and ready to get started to be effective as I can.
How much of that plan do you actually know right now?
Not a lot. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks when we really start talking about things, and then I'll really know. But right now, I'm just happy to be here.
Was there a point during the pre-draft process with any interactions that you had with the Falcons where they were talking about that they were sold on you? Was there ever a point where you thought it'd be pretty cool to go to Atlanta?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Even when when we had time to meet back down in Austin, I mean, we had a great time, just really getting to know each other, and just enjoying, who we are as people, and building a relationship, and then even, just talking about, schemes and doing some on the field work. We saw what we can do and what could potentially be in the offense. And it was just really fun to do that, man, and to really like set a foundation early on before obviously anything happened in the draft. But I mean, now that we're here, they got a good feel of me, and I got a great feel of them, and I think it's gonna be something special.
Have you talked or texted with any current Falcons players at TQ, hit you up or anything?
Yeah. So, man, TQ's my guy, man. I mean, I hit him up. I told him, I'm like, bro, I'm like so excited to be, to play with you again. And he was like, man, I'm so excited that you're here. I know you're ready to work, and I know it's going to be fun for him to be a teammate and for me to be a teammate of his again. But man, it's pretty cool to have TQ again. We trained together back in Austin, so we always joke around, and he always be like, well, if you come to the Falcons, I'm like, we'll see. Like, I don't know. But it's cool to have him as a teammate again, and I'm happy to, I'm getting ready to meet hopefully all the guys and just be as positive as I can.
What's it been like today, just being here at the facility and getting to meet some people around the building?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I mean, everybody here is just like super cool, and for me, like, I'm such a positive guy. Like, I smile pretty much 85% of my life. So just seeing them smiling and having a good time, and us, building that relationship, because we're going to be here for a long time. It's pretty fun to see everybody here.
Bijan, you just mentioned smiling. I talked to Coach Sark earlier. He said you've never had a bad day. So where does that come from? Why are you so positive?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just something that just God placed in my life. But my family, man, if you meet my family, like, they're just the nicest people to everybody. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Even if you're mean, like, they're gonna try to find a way to like bring some type of smile out of you. And I think that just me being with them and living with them all my life, and even my grandpa, he's like the coolest dude you can talk to, and everybody just flocks to him and understands who he is as a person as soon as they meet him. And for me, like, that's what he taught me, to build respect with people, and just to be a positive guy. Obviously, when I get on the football field, I'm just a quiet guy that's just trying to run through just run through you. But off the field, it's important to build those relationships and to show people that you really care about them, about the situation. So yeah, it really came from them.
And on the field, when did you really realize that you were so special at running the ball? That things are just so fluid. When did you realize that?
Yeah, I mean, Pop Warner, man, I had a great time playing Pop Warner. I saw the skill set, the gift that I've been blessed with. And then when I got to high school, then that's when everything really showed. I would say like my sophomore year of high school is when I was like, okay, yeah, I think I could do something big in this game. And I mean, every year since then, it's just been even more of a blessing, and it just showed that I can, produce more than I actually can. Like, I started playing receiver, I started playing slot, I started doing so many things to be effective. And at the time, I didn't know why. I was just, love to do it. But now it's like really benefited me, and to use the skill set that I can for this offense right here.
I'm curious, the photo you posted on social media as a kid, is that a photo that you knew off the top of your head that you had ready, or did somebody send it to you kind of after you got drafted?
No, yeah, so I played, so my first team was the Tucson Falcons, and I was number 8. And I mean, that was a fun time playing with them. We stole every slogan from the Falcons. Like, we're the Dirty Birds. We came through, came through heavy. But yeah, that was my first team right there. And it's just crazy that now we're here, because I wore number 8 the first year, and then I wore number one the year after. So that's how I know that it was all in God's plan this whole time, and we didn't know at the time that it was going to be this plan right here. So it's pretty cool.
Following some of your earlier comments, old school football running backs would get the ball 25 or 30 times a game, pound it, whatever. How early did you realize, and did you want to do more than just run the ball?
Yeah, I mean, Well, in high school, I played 7-on-7 every offseason, and I was strictly a receiver. So I was at receiver running routes against top DBs and making them look silly, and it was fun. And I always joke with the guys at Texas. I always say that I got the best hands on the team to all the receivers, and they be getting mad, but I be serious. I'm like, I think I do. Yeah. No, yeah, and obviously, I be joking around with them just to get them riled up a little bit, but I just take so much pride in that too. Obviously, been blessed to run the football and pass protect, but I think the other piece of the game, if you can catch the ball at the backfield and really build value for yourself and be a mismatch, then that's where I think that the running back position is elevating to now.
And I'm just wondering how closely have you really followed the NFL the last few years? I know it's a place you want to play in, but I mean, do you really follow teams, look at teams closely?
Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously watching games every single weekend, and I'm just as much of a fan as everybody else is, and I try to look at players, and me and my coach back in Texas, Coach Choice, we'll watch the running back that had the most rushing yards that week, and we'll watch his game on film, and to see how it all got set up, how it all, the blocking schemes, how it all happened, where was his angles hitting, where was he going before pre-snap. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the game.
These guys have gone through obviously a big roster change over the last couple of years in the new regime. Did you pay close attention to the Falcons at all? Because
this offseason?
Yeah. Well, yeah, or over the last couple of years.
Really, this offseason, I was paying attention. Team's nice. Team's nice. Got a lot of great defensive players. Obviously, and that's something that that's really special that's being built here, and I can already see it. And Tyler, that boy's a dog at running back. I really can't wait to talk to him and learn from him and build a relationship with him. Just because that dude's a beast, and I really enjoyed watching him run the ball last year, and hopefully I can just be a great teammate and learn as much as I can from him. And then even Drake, Kyle, me and Kyle are close. We have the same marketing guy, so we see each other every summer. So that's my guy right there. But and off the line, amazing. So it's just everything is. I can see what was being built here, and it's pretty special.
So you were paying attention to free agency, you guys, what they were signing and stuff this year?
Yeah. Yep. Jeff Okuda, that's the guy right there.
You mentioned numbers before. Leagues taken, 5's taken, 1's taken.
We'll have to see what happens.
You don't know where you're going to try and buy. Okuda seems like the one guy you might be able to buy out in that situation. I'm guessing Pitts and London are probably not going to.
Well, we'll have a conversation about it. Right now I'm just enjoying the moment, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
You mentioned having the opportunity to help show young guys what is possible for running backs. Not only you being in the top 10, but Jameer following just a few picks later, so
yeah.
2 running backs in the top 12. Do you think there's an opportunity for you and Jamar, but especially you, to help open the door for other running backs in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. And well, first of all, me and Jameer had the same coach and the same running back coach back-to-back years. So my running back coach was his coach last year, and then he was my coach this past year, Tashard Choice. And to see how he coaches us and how our games are, kind of similar, and you can line us up anywhere on the field and be just as a mismatch as we are at the running back position. Like I said, I see that's where the running back position is being valued now, and that's where I think it's going to be headed. But for us too, going 8 and 12, I don't know when the last time that's been done. So I think it's pretty cool to see 2 guys that came from the same coach, really try to represent each programs.
You mentioned how your transitions from level to level throughout your career have gone pretty smoothly. What do you anticipate from this one? Do you think it will be a smoother transition, or is this kind of a different animal than NFL?
Yeah, I mean, God willing, it can be, you know, a great transition as well. For me, you know, I'm just trying to be a sponge, man. Learn as much as I can. You know, get the playbook down, get everything down to a T, and then even find, you know, a veteran and learn from him, because I mean that's what I did at Texas, and you know I think I got to do the same thing here to set the foundation of how I want to become, you know, successful at this program.
Who was it at Texas?
Sam Ellinger. Like, yeah, I mean he brought me in immediately and was like, you should stay away from this stuff, do these type of things, and then this is how it could turn out. And obviously, you know, me and him were just so high in our faith. You know, we went to church together. We did just so many things. So he took me under his wing immediately, and it really helped me out a lot as a kid that was just coming in, especially like during COVID. So I mean, for here, you know, I want to do the same thing. And obviously, you know, I pray that I find those guys, and obviously all the teammates. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
This coaching staff in the front office talks a lot about a player's makeup off the field, sort of. How did you think they tried to gauge your makeup?
You know, obviously what they're trying to bring in, you know, great guys. Obviously they want to bring in, you know, a great football player, but you know, I feel like you gotta be good in both. You gotta be great on the field and off the field, and you know, you want to find dudes that are, you know, willing to do anything for the team, and then they can still trust you to go out in the community and, you know, be a light in the community and do so many things to help the program off the field as well. So I think that's what they want in a guy, and to do as much as, you know, he can in such a positive way. And you don't got to worry about him getting into trouble and doing all this stuff. Like, you know, you came here to do a job, and you want to do it to the best of your ability. So I think that's what they want in a player, and you know, I hope I can bring that to him.
You mentioned Coach Choice. He obviously has the Atlanta connections. What has he told you about coming to the city and what it maybe means?
I think he started crying yesterday. You know, he was like, because he lives here. You know, when he's not in the season, he's here. This is where he's from, and he was just like, B, if you go to Atlanta, like, it's gonna be for you. And we at the time we were like, we'll see, like, we don't know, we'll find out. But if it happens, like, it'll be pretty special. And when I got the call yesterday, he looked at my phone and he looked at the area code and he was like going nuts. Like, he couldn't control himself. But I mean, just even having him, and still gonna like have him in my corner, you know, when he's on the road recruiting and wants to stay here, like, it'll be another guy that I can obviously talk to all the time in person. So it's pretty cool that he's from here and that I'm playing here now.
Anything else?
Yeah, you mentioned your Pop Warner coach. If you remember his name, you want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot. You know, Coach Carlos was my guy. You know, he really helped me, you know, as another father figure for me. And you know, Coach Carlos, he did so many great things with me and was the coolest dude. And just how he used me and Pop Warner, you know, on the field, like, it was fun to play with him and fun to play for him. And I mean, Coach Carlos, I just want to say thank you. You're amazing, man.
Is that his first name, last name? Or?
It was Carlos Martinez.
Martinez, okay, thank you.
Yep.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Nice. Thanks, guys. Yeah, nice to meet you guys.